Tortilla aliñada, it's the name of this cheesy tortilla made in Costa Rica. In this video, I give you suggestions of what type of cheese, sour cream, and other ingredients to utilize so they taste the same as they taste in Costa Rica. Let's get started. Let's start with corn flour. You can find this at any store, and it can be yellow or white. As you can see, I am using white, and I'm adding it to a large bowl. Look for flour that says it's good for making tortillas. In my right hand, I have one brand of corn flour, and in my left, I have another. You can see that one is finer than the other. One is a little more coarse, but you can use either one and still get the same delicious result. Add the salt and sugar and stir for a couple of seconds. The sugar won't make these tortillas sweet. It will simply help balance the flavors and make them more delicious. For the butter, I am going to place it in a small bowl and microwave it in 30-second intervals or until it's melted. While it's melting, add the water and the milk. And with clean hands, start mixing your masa. Can you do this with a spoon instead of your hands? Yes, you could. Will you get the same results? No. A spoon will not give you the same texture as working the tortillas with your hands. So go ahead and get your hands in there. I have not stopped stirring since I added the liquid ingredients. And you can see all of the stages our flour went through. First, it looked lumpy. Then it looked a little bit too wet. And then you can see how it starts absorbing all of the liquid until it actually looks a little bit too dry. It doesn't stick to my hands anymore. I stirred it for about 2 minutes. Now go get the butter. It's not completely melted, and that's fine. At least it's not super cold or hot either. Add it to the masa or dough and stir again. Grab a little dough to wipe the bowl and use all of the butter. We don't waste anything in this house. Then continue stirring. Stir for about 2 more minutes or until you see the butter has fully incorporated into the dough. From time to time, you might feel some lumps in your dough. That's okay. Just break them apart with your fingers and they'll be gone. Next, the cheese. What type of cheese should you use? We need a mixture of 3 types of cheeses. One that provides lots of flavor like smoked Gouda, smoked cheddar, or jalapeno or herb cheese. Something that really adds flavor. Second, a cheese that is stringy and melts very well, like mozzarella or provolone. And third, a cheese that doesn't melt as easily as mozzarella and will stay more whole once you cook your tortilla. I'm showing you a wide variety of cheeses you can use, and I will leave a list in the description of the video that you can use for this recipe. Notice that I like to buy my cheeses in blocks. I shred them at home whenever I'm ready to use them. You can use pre-shredded cheese if you want. You don't need to grate queso fresco, just crumble it with your hands. Once you've selected the cheeses you're going to use, add them to the masa or corn dough. Also add some sour cream. I am using regular sour cream from the grocery store because that's what I had at home. But you can use natilla, which is the Costa Rican sour cream, or Central American crema, which is a little different from Mexican crema. Let me know in the comments if you would like to learn the difference between American, Mexican, and Central American sour cream, and I will make a separate video for you. As you can see, I'm mixing the masa, and you'll notice that I haven't added any more corn flour, and the dough is not wet. That's because I let it rest for a couple of minutes so it could fully hydrate. I let it rest while I was talking about the cheeses and everything else, so make sure you let it rest for about 10 minutes before adding your cheeses and mixing it again. Keep mixing for 2 to 3 minutes or until the cheeses and sour cream have fully incorporated into the dough or masa. You can wash your hands now, and I suggest you taste your masa while it's raw. If you don't want to taste it raw, cook a small piece, but we need to make sure it's delicious and adjust the flavors as needed. You might need a little more salt depending on the type of cheese you used, or a little more sugar depending on the sour cream you added. I did add a little bit more of both, but remember the full list of ingredients, it's on the blog and you need to adjust as needed. Form medium-sized dough balls. This recipe yields for 12 medium-sized tortillas. If this is too much for you, you can cut the recipe in half Or make the whole recipe and place half of it in the freezer and use them later on. This dough can stay up there for up to 3 months. To flatten your tortillas, you can do it by using both hands as it is shown in the video. Or you can do them using plastic circles that I have recycled from plastic bags. No worries, this is probably the bag where the rice came in or some other food, so I can use them to make tortillas. You can either hand shape a couple of tortillas at a time or cook one, and while it's cooking, you start forming the second one. But always try to make sure they have the same size. It won't affect the flavor, but you can present tortillas that are the same size and it will make you look like a pro. If you want to weigh in your dough, you can also do that too. Use a comal to cook your tortillas. Grab the tortilla with the plastic touching your hand, then flip it with the plastic still on. Gently remove the plastic, place the tortilla in both hands as shown in the video, and set it in the comal or skillet. Cook over medium heat and keep forming more tortillas while the others cook. Let it cook for about 1 minute, then flip it and oh my goodness, que delicia. You see those indentations on the tortilla? That's proof you made them by hand. Those are your fingerprints stamped on the tortillas, and there's nothing more beautiful than that. Let it cook for about 1 minute on this side, and if you flip it one more time, you will notice this side looks flat without the fingerprints. So make sure you serve them with the fingerprints side facing up. You can cook 2 or 3 tortillas at a time, or as many as your skillet allows. Cook them for about 5 minutes total, or until they're golden brown on both sides. While your tortillas are cooking, place the finished ones inside a clean kitchen towel. This will keep them warm. Yes, you can reheat them in the microwave, but they won't taste as good as when they've just come out of the comal. You can enjoy these tortillas on their own with a cup of coffee or add a little bit more sour cream or natilla on top. Tortillas aliñadas or cheesy tortillas are meant to be eaten by themselves, or if you also want to enjoy it with gallo pinto, you'll be able to find the recipe over here in this video. And if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss out any other delicious recipes like this one. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.